What's going on, Workforce? Brian here, and today we're doing a getting started with communities in the world of Final Fantasy XIV. Here we're going to be talking about Linkshells, cross-world Linkshells, Free Company, the Novice Network, and your friends list with friends groupings. And this, we hope to help you be able to build and connect with people like never before. Obviously, this is what's just focusing in on in-game. For more details, if you're looking for communities to jump into, you can always check out Reddit. You can also check out our personal Discord, various other different ways you can get connected with people, like even the official forums. So we hope that you get connected into this world of Final Fantasy XIV. There's nothing better than playing with friends and those who have like-minded goals. Everybody's going to be different. You're going to find a group to fit in that fits your playstyle, your schedule, and that's what the hope of this video is, to help introduce you to the tools that exist within the game, so that way you can build the best community possible, whether you're just doing it with your friends or you're looking for something more. So the first thing that we want to talk about is the Linkshells. There's two forms of them. There's just regular local Linkshells and there's cross-world Linkshells. As the system progresses, we get more cross-server stuff. That's where the cross-world Linkshells comes in, and Shadowbringers is no different, allowing you to have up to 8 of each, local Linkshells and cross-world Linkshells. These operate a little bit differently, Linkshells being what was first introduced to the game many years ago, so there's not necessarily a lot of features there, but obviously as they move on, cross-world Linkshells are where they at. You can kind of see various chats going on in my chat box here, and you have various chat filters themselves. So if you really just wanted to focus in on a cross-world Linkshell or a local Linkshell, you can do so by clicking on the little chat box. If you're on a controller like me, when you hit your select button, you can just press left on the D-pad to be able to easily select your chat window to be able to default what chat you're going to be working on. But let's go ahead and dive into your social menu. This is where everything's going to live and breathe for you. So you can see Linkshells and cross-world Linkshells. Under Linkshells, you can see which one is currently equipped with the blue text right here, and then you can see other Linkshells that you have. And in this case, you can end up having 8 different Linkshells. These are really great for just your server alone. These are not cross-world Linkshells. So keep that in mind. That's very important. You can also see who is online, and you can have this option to check to move online players to the top of the list. By default, that's not checked, and you can end up cycling through the list very well. There's a lot of information here. You can see what server, where they're currently is located, if they're in a free company or not, and what their preferred language is as well. In here, you can also promote various people to, like, leaders in this case. There can be only one master, somebody who really owns the Linkshell itself, but you can promote to a Linkshell leader, or you can actually give them the Linkshell themselves and make them a master. Linkshell leaders are able to invite other people into the Linkshell. What is it at the end of the day? Think of it as a chat channel. It's your own personal chat channel, and you can have up to 128 people in any given chat room. These are usually used for hunts, various things that are server only. You have to be on this server to be able to participate in it. But with the cross-world Linkshell, we're seeing obviously a move into that. Let's go take a look at that menu here as well. So under social and then under cross-world Linkshell, you can see here, you can say prioritize online members. So the system itself, while it's called a Linkshell, is still a little bit different. It still has the same kind of concepts. You can see here who's a member, who is a leader, and who is essentially the master of that Linkshell. You also have some various sort options. You can sort by number, you can sort alphabetically, and you can also refresh the list. So we're probably going to see more updates to the cross-world Linkshell as time goes on. You can also see individuals' home world as well. And that's really what it is. The nice thing about the cross-world Linkshell is to create one, you actually just go into the cross-world Linkshell, hit create, give it a name, and start inviting people to it. The difference here is that for a regular Linkshell, you're going to find these Linkshell distributors in the various city-states, typically where you see the events being held. So here, like in Limsa Lamenza, by the Aft Castle, this is essentially where they are. You can see the Calamity Scavenger right next to me. And for the Linkshell distributor, you just talk to her, and you can do a couple things. You can learn the basic explanation of Linkshells, or you can create, and rename, and disband. So in this case, if you want to create a Linkshell, just like with that, you can give it a name and start inviting people. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Mostly, I would probably recommend, if you're starting one for yourself, you might as well go ahead and start a cross-world Linkshell. I'm wondering if we'll see the current local Linkshells eventually become a thing of the past here in a couple years. Don't quote me on it, but we'll end up seeing it. To easily talk with your Linkshell, you can easily switch to the command, the text chat as option, or you can use the command L. And for L, it's going to be whatever is your defaulted or your equipped Linkshell. You can actually talk to all of your Linkshells at any one time. You'll see all of them in text chat, but you have one that's quote unquote active. So if I just do L, like say howdy, and it's going to go into the Knights of the Earth, which is my Linkshell number 1. I can also do L2 and say howdy, and that's going to put it into Linkshell chat 2. For Crossworld Linkshell, I can do CWL, and then I can also do the number. So I can say howdy, this is a test for my video. Or I can do the same thing for CWL, but whatever is my default or my active Crossworld Linkshell as well. So you can do that plus the number. You can do that however which way you want. Makes it easy to do it. And the guys say it works. Woohoo! All right, great. So that's hopefully an explanation of Linkshells. These are chat channels. They have some forms of permissions, but you're not going to necessarily get everything that you might be looking for if you want to form a guild. And that's where the conversation is going to go right now. The guild for this system is called a free company. These are free companies that are related to your grand company. You can see that under the info page. You can see that we're associated with the Order of the Twin Adder. You can also see the Maelstrom, and you can see the Immortal Flames, as well as your rank. As you create a free company, you're going to get experience, and eventually you're going to rank up, and that's going to give you various permissions and things like that. Things about free companies is that you have various actions that you can equip at any given time. Right now we've got reduced rates in Heat of Battle, but there's many other company buffs that you can have put on. You can see those up here on my UI where I've got reduced rates and I've got Heat of Battle. This is experience to be gained and also a reduction in teleportation costs. There's things that like heat, Earth and Water that increases your gathering XP earned and more. So the free company has a lot more control over it. Within a free company, you have ranks. You can see here our ranks are. You've got multiple. You can create any number of them. You can change your hierarchy. You can assign permissions regarding housing, the bank, who can do what and where. So it really is a much more powerful system. And then you can see also within members, where a Linkshell you can have up to 128. In this, you can only have 512 as a part of your free company. So it has a lot of power. You can have various short messages that you can tie to your individual. You can also have people who can apply to join your free company. Now, if anybody's interested at this point, you can always come and join our free company if you want. We have a certain schedule that we have active, and I hope that we'll see more features brought into the free company system within Final Fantasy XIV, but we'll make a video on it as to what we want to see. So that is essentially a free company. How do you found or join a free company? Well, you can see various people running around the world, and when you do, like in this case, you'll see the name of the free company right after it or their free company tag. Here you can see, hey, I want to go ahead and apply to their free company. I can view their free company profile, get information about it, whether they're seeking housing, whether they're doing whatever, what their focus is, and on leveling, casual, dungeons, guild has, trials, things of that nature, and what they're looking for. Tanks, healers, DPS, crafters, and gatherers as well. Their rank, when they were founded, and things like that. So if you, in this case, like if I wasn't a part of one, I could submit applications. So you basically, everybody who's a part of your free company is a walking advertisement for them. So with your free company, be sure to be a cool person, be nice to them as well. You can always also invite people to your free company. I can say send friend request, but in this case, like, oh, invite to company, invite to Linkshell. And then if you choose that, you would get a list of different ones that you can actually choose and what permissions you have to invite people into your free company, into your that. But how do you get founded with one? Let's go ahead and dive over into this case, Gridania, because every city-state has a grand company. And like we said, they're somewhat attached to, obviously, the grand company at, at your choice. So within Gridania or Ul'dah or in Limbs of Lamenza, you go to the grand company, and that's where you're going to find the various people you need to talk to about starting a free company. So here in Gridania, I talked to the OIC administrator. This is where you can actually start a free company. You're going to need some founding members, whereas in the Linkshell, you could just literally like say, hey, I want to make a Linkshell, and then you're off to the races. Here, you're going to want to be able to create one, and you got to have people join you. So you and 4 friends either need to band together, or you need to find 4 strangers within the game that are willing to assign and become kind of a founding member for your free company. They can also later leave. Here you can have a tag, a name, and all of that. You can even change your free company allegiance. So if you want to go over to, maybe you start with the Adders and you want to go over to the Flames or the Maelstrom. It's really all up to you. Once you have a free company in place, then you're pretty much off to the races, and everything you're doing is also helping to level up your free company. And here you can then spend credits on actions or items. So this is where you can go and buy all the different buffs that we kind of showed and kind of alluded to earlier. These aren't to be forgotten about. As people play, you're going to be getting these free company credits, and that's what you're going to be able to use to buy these various buffs or items themselves. So just keep that in mind, that obviously having an active free company is a very good thing. It also gives you that free company chat channel as well, and you have the ability as a free company to also buy a house. If everybody in the free company is working towards it, it can help you actually save up the required money much easier. Free companies also get access to a company chest, and here where you can store gil, where you can store items, where you can store crystals, and more. So this is something that as a part of a community that you can work to share various items and things of that nature. And then later, if you have the house, you can actually invest and create an airship and a submarine. This is also to help feed you more items time and time again. So it's going to be interesting to see how those systems evolve now that they're kind of in place and kind of maturing to a natural state. There's not a real disadvantage to being in a free company. It's all about finding the people who have kind of a similar kind of play style. If you're more casual, then you want to have a group that hangs out and you're able to get that kind of buff. That's great. You're helping to provide to the free company as well. Versus if you're really looking for some active progress, look for a free company along those lines. And again, we recommend checking out the official forums. Reddit can also be a good resource, as well as here on the channel. You can always jump into our Discord, and we have people playing on all the different data centers. So that's really kind of about what it is. Finding the right people to kind of get connected so you can build those relationships and use the tools accordingly. So I want to touch on two more things. And before we talk about the Novice Network, we'll leave that to last. I want to talk about your friends list. You can friend various people in this game, and again, you can also move those to the top of the list. Who's ever online, I want to see up and first. One of the cool things about the friends list is it allows you to actually group friends into certain groups. So you can see you got various shapes, and this is just the way that you can group people. So when you go to your filter, let's say you want to just see groups that are part of your stars, groups that are part of your circles, triangles, group 4 in this case. This is going to allow you to say and kind of, like group various things. Is this somebody that I know and I'm actively playing with? Or is this somebody that I'm casually friends with that we've seen? One of the cool things about when somebody's on your friends list is that when you're running around the world, you'll actually see them with their name highlighted a little bit differently. Under character configuration, display name settings, and going into others, you can see under the friends, you can pick a specific color for them. And this is how their name's going to be displayed out in the open world. So you might be running around and maybe you haven't really checked your friends list because it doesn't notify you if a friend signs online. It only notifies you if somebody on your free company is actually connected. You might see them be like, oh my gosh, what's up? Yes, it's been a week. We should group up and we should play and be active in that regards. So just keep that in mind. You have a lot of control over that. And it's actually important to have those kind of friends as well, because you will see them out in the open world. It is always nice when I kind of see a friend running around and I haven't talked to them in a while. And so this is the friends list. Now your friends list is going to be capped at 200 people. So you know, at some point, like if you got a lot of friends, just keep in mind that you're going to have to be selective at some point. It's never really fun to be like, oh, are you part of my 200 or are you not? But if nothing else, it gives you also information about their free company that they're in, about their main language, what they're currently playing, where they're currently located as well. So that is what it is. When you see this red symbol, like if you're really new to the game, that means they're in an instance content. They're on another world. They're running some kind of content, some kind of duty. Or they might show kind of like a movie clip, essentially, if they're watching a cutscene as well. So it gives you a lot of information about what's going on with them. And then from here, you can always kind of send them a tell. You can do other things as a part of your friends list as well. So like if you want to invite them to your Linkshell, free company, and things like that, makes it easy. You don't have to be standing right next to each other. And you can always friend anybody from doing the player search option as well. All right, so lastly, as a part of this guide, I want to talk to you a little bit about Novice Network. If you're new to the game, you can get invited to the Novice Network, or you can join if you're a mentor. You can click the little sprout and you can say join Novice Network. This is going to feed you with lots of information about the Novice Network, who's involved, and various other novice questions and things like that that are being posted. If you're a part of a free company, if you're a part of a mentor, this might be a good time to go in and try to help out new players, get involved in the game and join. People with the crown are considered mentors, and then everybody else would be considered like new players and sprouts and things like that. So when you see the sprout, it just means that either new or they're returning. Anybody who's a part of the game, you can see this person who's running up right now. It's got the sprout. They might be a kind of a veteran player, and this might be an alternate character they're leveling. They can always also turn off that sprout symbol as well. But just keep that in mind. Also, returning players have a different kind of symbol, but if they've been away for a long time, the game will allow them to kind of like get caught back up and be able to ask those questions. That's done via the Sprout Novice Network here, and you can kind of see who's all involved. And I'm going to go ahead and bow out of the Novice Network for now and kind of leave it at, at that as they start talking about what they've done to Astrologian. Anyway, so again, to kind of recap, we talked about Linkshells, local Linkshells, cross-world Linkshells, free companies, the Novice Network, and the friends list. Yeah, like we said, with the free company, you can always do /FC. The cross-world link shell is CLW, and just a regular link shell is L. This allows you to chat in these various chat groups and be able to hopefully make friends and build those lasting relationships. I would also at this time recommend that as a part of it, sometimes it's about beyond what you have in game. These are the tools that are in game, but there's a lot of tools outside of the game world. For us, we use Discord. Our link is in the description below. If you guys have any questions, hit us up in the comments or hit us up on Discord. We're here to help you out. We're here to hopefully help you really kind of establish yourself in the world of Final Fantasy XIV and other games as well. We do like to run community events and things like that. But I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, hit me up with your questions, comments, in the comments below. Look forward to hearing from you. For Work to Game, my name's Brian. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a phenomenal day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Whoa, you guys are the best. Jorge, Kyle, Philip, 31 Edwards, Rock Druid, Corey Longwith, Aaron, Axis, Hambone, Lady Wild Plays, CN Navs, this is going too fast, Christopher, Phil, Shun, Dragons, Soul, Keen, Knights, Assassin, Carlos, Sherry, Robert, Leyland, Davon, Tim, Jojo World, Terrace, Sora, Scrub Lord, Trevor, Mill, Almond, 70s, Kimber, Tyler, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Cody, Legend, Carlos, Endless, Jonathan, Jade, Sai, Derek, Brandon, Aaron, Riku, Daryl, Chemistro, Lauren, The Wolf of the Gar, Kelly, Anthony, Solid, John, Huskree, oh my god, everybody, Dark Later, Christopher, Vestments, John, Nopi, Brian, Tom, Dylan, Silent, whew, I missed your names. I'm sorry. I love you all. Oh my gosh, that was tough.